Good evening, everyone. We are live from the men's gymnasium located on the campus of East Los Angeles College for the final regular season edition of Husky basketball. Tonight, it's another doubleheader for your Huskies. Tonight, right now, it's the women taking on the visiting Beavers of LA Trade Tech College. Your Huskies come in with a record overall of 14-11, 4-2 in the Northern Division in their conference, and are currently in second place in the Northern Division of the South Coast Conference. Meanwhile, LA Trade Tech currently in third in the Northern Division, overall record of 13-13, 3-3 in conference, and have a record of 6-8 on the road. So it should be quite the matchup for both your Huskies and the visiting Beavers here tonight. And it is also sophomore night here at the E-Rena, as we will honor the outgoing sophomores for this Husky team. Those sophomores of note are one, Asia Harris, Miracle Millinghouse, Amaya Scott, Melanie Ramirez, and Derica Millinghouse. So, of course, those players will, of course, be greatly missed on this Husky team. But we, of course, look forward to seeing all the things that they can accomplish as they go on to the next level of their student and athletic careers. Looking at the starting lineups for LA Trade Tech, number 2, Akilo Watson, number 11, Valeria Durin, number 21, Naya Pritchett, number 23, Julieta Duenas, and number 24, Serenity Johnson. And for your Huskies, number 3, Melanie Ramirez, number 5, Derica Millinghouse, number 21, Mariah Mosley, number 34, Asia Harris, and number 52, Miracle Millinghouse. Should be of note that those are not their normal numbers that you've seen throughout the course of the season, as the Huskies are in their pink uniforms tonight. So slight number variations due to the change in uniform. So pink uniforms for East LA as they win the tip-off with some green trim and green numbering. LA Trade Tech in the black uniforms with the white and gold trim. Three-point shot for Melanie Ramirez just offline. Rebound made by Derica Millinghouse. Kicks it back outside over to Mosley into Harris. And she gets the first points of the night for 2. Should be of note that Asia Harris is currently first in the Northern Division with 10.4 rebounds per game. Nice little bank shot there for number 2, Akilo Watson. That'll tie things up here in the first quarter. And this East LA women's team is very good at picking up the boards. As a team, they have roughly about 48.2 rebounds per game overall. So they definitely do like to pick up both the offensive and defensive boards. Watson gets it over to Serenity Johnson. Johnson steps back. Three-point shot just offline. Rebound there made by Duenas. Scrum on the floor. East LA takes it away. No jump ball whistle. Here's Derica. Moves right. Turns around, out to Ramirez, three-point shot, just a little short. Rebound made by Watson. Beavers in transition, long range pass for a three-point shot, just comes up short. That was Duenas looking for the 3 ball. Derica to Miracle, out to Ramirez, over to Mosley, far side, three-point shot, just rolls off the rim. Miracle gets the rebound, takes a couple of dribbles, spins it around. Derica gets that effort and gets fouled. Asia Harris gets it into Miracle, out to Mosley. Over to the right side to Ramirez. Going around the horn here. Here's Derica on the far side of the court. Big pass to Mosley. Quickly gets double team coverage, moves around, floats one up just off the rim. They're saying it was a shot clock violation, even though I saw the basketball hit the rim. So I think the referees are just a little bit offline. Nonetheless, score is still even at 2 apiece. Just under 8 minutes left to play. Duenas moves right, gets past Ramirez, floats one up. Rebound made by Asia Harris. There's Derica, splits Duenas and Watson. Back out to Mosley, over to the right to Derica. From the free throw line, just a bit short. Harris fights for the rebound. Whistle on the floor. We'll see what the call is. It's going to be a foul against Akilo Watson for a push. It's going to be a non-shooting foul, though. First personal foul, first team foul for LA Trade Tech. Harris will inbound. Gets it over to Derica on the right side. Quickly finds Ramirez in motion. Out to Harris. Mid-range jumper, just short. Rebound made by number 20, Zaira Rosales. Quickly find Watson on the other end. Goes up for the rebound. Bank shot in. Derica over to Mosley here on the left side. Back over to Derica. Quickly finds Miracle inside the paint. Over to Harris. Out to Ramirez. Faked three-point shot. Finds Harris. Derica, it'll be a long two. That's good. Good awareness there by Derica Millinghouse. Just plant her feet. Get the shot off. No need for the three ball at that moment, as the two would suffice to tie things up here at 4-all. Watson to Duenas. Ramirez playing good, hard defense. Duenas step back. Three ball just a bit long into the hands of Derica Millinghouse. They find Ramirez. Can't handle the pass. Dropped it right out of her hands and just rolled right off her leg out of bounds. So it will be a turnover for East LA. It's going to be LA Trade Tech with the ball. Watson guarded by Mosley. Mosley able to keep pace. Watson breaks right, tries to go up the middle, goes back out to the perimeter, gives it to Dwayne. It's on the outside for a three ball. Count it. Sorry, that was Serenity Johnson, not Duenas. Serenity Johnson can absolutely hit the three-point shot. She's third in the Northern Division for the South Coast Conference with a three-point percentage of 31.3. Six to 7 our score in favor of LA Trade Tech. Watson goes left, pulls up, banks it in. Derek goes right, finds Asia Harris, over to Mosley. Ramirez quickly gets double-teamed over to Miracle. Back out to Ramirez. She'll fire away for three. Way offline. Derica able to save it from going out of bounds. 7 left on the shot clock. Asia Harris takes a dribble. Fade-away jumper. Can't get the bank shot. Ramirez able to get the rebound. Derica has the ball. Fade away. Hits it. So East LA back within one with 4 minutes, 30 seconds left here of play in the first quarter. Three-point shot a little long for Akilo Watson. East LA with the rebound. Miracle on the right side finds Harris, goes up the middle, pull-up jumper. Oh, just a bit offline. Rebound made by Tylen Adams. Adams with some points in the paint. Tyler Adams second in the Northern Division with 16.4 points per game. Keep in mind that is a conference statistics, not overall in the 3C2A. Nice little jumper there for Miracle Millinghouse. East LA stays within 1. Watson goes right. Fed it to Anaya Pritchett. Can't connect. Pass from Harris intercepted by Watson. Wide open is Tylen Adams. 3-point lead for LA Trade Tech. Number 22, Robin Raphael, ready to check in. Miracle Millinghouse with the 3-point shot. So we're tied 13 all. Ty Adams feeds it right in the hands to Serenity Johnson for the bank shot. Harris splits 2 Trade Tech defenders. Can't hit the shot. Here's Adams. Gets contact from Ramirez. No call. And a turnover. It's Mosley with the steal. Down by 2. Poked away and picked up. Adams poked it away. Miracle picked it up. Mosley, 3-point shot. Looks online. Just a bit short. Gets her own rebound. Goes into the paint. Can't connect again. Knocked out of bounds. We'll see what the call is. It's going to be out on Trade Tech, so it'll stay with East LA as we get a trio of substitutions on the floor. Number 22, Robin Raphael, fresh into the game. Number 23, Julieta Duenas, also in. And number 11, Valeria Duran, into the game for the Beavers. Going to the bench is Miracle Millinghouse. Mosley over to Derica. Gets it to Harrison, back out to Derica again, easily getting the double. Team treatment, Mosley out to Saguchi. Was on the perimeter, rolls into the paint, poked and knocked away by Trade Tech, picked up by Derica. Goes for the 2, Harris gets the rebound and the putback 2. So that's what we need to see from Asia Harris, is get those rebounds and those second chance points. Something that she has excelled in all season. She gets called for a foul. Questioning how, but a little more calmly so as to not aggravate the referee. But it'll be her first personal foul, first team foul for East LA. 1:33 remaining here in the first. Ty Adams breaks left, tries to get past Mosley, fouled on the way up. No basket, but she will go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be the first personal foul for Mosley, second team foul for East LA. Zara Rosales back into the game. She'll take over for number 21, Anaya Pritchett. Fernanda Zuniga into the game now for East LA. So Ty goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 2-point lead for Trade Tech. Zuniga with the ball just past half court, coordinating this Husky offense. Out to Derica to the right side. Breaks left, big pass over to Saguchi out on the perimeter. Back over to Derica, into Harris, out to Zuniga. Huskies moving the ball around efficiently. Zuniga, sorry, that was Saguchi going for the 2. Could have come up with it. Ball goes out of bounds. So turnover for East LA is going to give it to LA Trade Tech. Duran over to Adams. Adams was stripped of the ball, sails out of bounds, but it'll be out on East LA, so it'll stay with Trade Tech. Raphael to Adams for three, just long. Rebound made by Ramos. Derica goes to the right to Zuniga. She'll fire for three. Can't get it. Harris with the rebound. And gets the two. $17 our score, just under 20 seconds left here in our first quarter of play. Adams guarded by Seguchi on the right side. Breaks left. Stays with it. Fires one off. Rebound made by Harris. Shot, game clock winding down. Stolen away by LA Trade Tech. Buzzer beater no good for Raphael. So after 1 quarter of play, our score 17-17. We'll step away for just a moment for the break between quarters. I'm Albert Robles, and you're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back here live on SportsNetUSA.net for the final home game of the regular season for both the men and women's teams for Husky basketball. Women, of course, on the court right now, facing off against the Beavers of LA Trade Tech. At about 7 p.m., it'll be the men's turn. Nice little turnaround jumper there for Julieta Duran. Sorry, Julieta Duenas. Derica over to Ramos, just right there, top of the key, brings it back. Out to Derica Millinghouse. Finds Ramos inside the paint, looking for an opening. She'll take it herself. Can't connect, gets her own rebound, takes it back out. 15 on the shot clock. Finds Harris. Mid-range, no good. Rebound made by Johnson. Johnson showing some moves, can't hit the shot. Rebound made by Asia Harris. It's Derica Millinghouse on the left side corner. Long range two, can't connect, into the hands of number 21, Pritchett. Watson, long range two, rebound. Goes to Duenas, back out to Watson. 8.5 remaining here in the second. Watson tried to feed Robin Raphael, but it's stolen away by Harris. Quickly over to Zuniga, making moves. Was looking for a pass to the outside perimeter, but nobody was there. Was almost knocked away by Johnson. And Ramos is there for the rebound. Put it back in for two. 19-19. Our score, we're tied once again. Raphael on the left wing, guarded by Zuniga. Big pass, trying to find Akila Watson on the near corner. Was way out of bounds, so turnover for Trade Tech.
And number 31, Olivia Paramo. In for LA Trade Tech, number 4, Kyla Adams. Number 20, Tyler Rosales.
As we get a pair of substitutions here for East LA, Miracle Millinghouse and Fernandez Aniga head to the bench as Olivia Paramo comes out to the floor. Correction, just Zaniga to the bench. Miracle still on the floor, but Paramo is in. Seguchi to Ramos to Miracle. Three-point shot, can't connect. Paramo with the rebound, put back in. Ty Adams with the ball, 2-point lead for East LA. Adams, count it, and one. Foul's going to go against Caden Seguchi. That's her first personal foul, first team foul here in the second quarter. So Adams completes the three-point play. Here's Derica Millinghouse. Guarded by Watson, quickly switches off to Miracle Millinghouse. Tries to find Seguchi, and she collides hard with Ty Adams. Both go to the floor. It will be a foul against Ty Adams. Can't be an offensive foul because it was a loose ball. Seguchi did not have clear possession of it. So it's a first personal foul for Adams, first team foul for Trade Tech. A bit unfortunate, the call, but those are the actual circumstances of the game given the nature of the play. You hate to see a player go down like that. So this is an official's timeout, not a team timeout by either team, as we get clarification on the court given the actual play. And of course, Trade Tech able to make their appropriate substitution for the injured Ty Adams. Hopefully, nothing too severe. But it was quite the rough contact. So it's Husky ball with 20 on the clock. Derica breaks right past Watson, feeds it out to Seguchi, into Paramo from the free throw line. Just a bit offline. Rebound made by Duenas. Here's Johnson. Breaks right. Millinghouse has her. Can't complete the layup. Fights for the rebound, and it's stripped and stolen away by Olivia Paramo. Actually, that was Sarah Ramos with the steal. And a foul against Serenity Johnson for a hold. That's her first personal foul. Second team foul for Trade Tech. 21-22 our score in favor of Trade Tech. And it is East LA's ball. Seguchi on the right wing. Quickly finds Paramo top of the key over to Miracle Millinghouse. Back over to Ramos and to Seguchi. She steps up, fires one off, and a great two-shot for Caden Seguchi for the 1-point lead. Serenity Johnson on the other end in transition gets fouled by number 5, Derica Millinghouse. That's her first personal, second team foul. Johnson gets fouled on the baseline corner by Millinghouse. Actually knocked out of bounds by Millinghouse. No foul on the floor. Duran out to Watson. Three-point shot, just short. Ramos with the rebound. East LA in transition. Seguchi over to Derica and back to Seguchi. Over to Miracle. With the long range two for Miracle Millinghouse, and that's going to force a timeout on the floor for LA Trade Tech. So we'll step away for just a moment. You're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back from the Trade Tech timeout. And it will be Beavers ball. Serenity Johnson will inbound. So here's Watson going up the left side. Takes some extra dribbles, breaks right, feeds Serenity on the near side. Makes the extra pass over to Rosales, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Trade Tech. Substitution on the floor for LA Trade Tech. In on the game now is Robin Raphael. Comes in for Serenity Johnson. Raphael to Watson on the left side. Trying to break past Millinghouse. Off balance layup, no good. East LA with the rebound. Three-point shot for Miracle Millinghouse. Count it. So nice little 6-point lead for East LA with about 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Raphael goes left. 10 left on the shot clock. Tries to go right up the middle. Tries to float one up for her teammate in the form of Rosales. Can't see it. It's stolen away by East LA. Miracle Millinghouse for three, just a bit offline. Ramos fighting for the rebound, can't stay in bounds. So a turnover for East LA. Substitution for East LA into the game, number 21, Mariah Mosley. Derek Millinghouse will go to the bench. Anaya Pritchett into the game for Trade Tech, as well as Serenity Johnson back in on the floor. Duenas out to Watson. Guarded by Mosley, can't keep possession. It's knocked out of bounds, but it's out on East LA, so it'll stay with Trade Tech. Johnson tries to inbound, but it's poked out of bounds by Olivia Paramo, so it'll stay with Trade Tech. Johnson was trying to find the hands of Anaya Pritchett. Johnson feeds it to Duran. To 23 for the jumper. That was Julieta Duenas. 28-24 our score. 4 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. It's sophomore night. East LA in their pink uniforms. Trade Tech in their black uniforms. Mosley on the left wing over to Paramo. Quickly finds Ramos. And she hits that one easily. Here's Duran. Gets it over to Duenas. Feeds it out to Serenity Johnson. She'll go for three. Can't connect. Rebound made by Ramos. Johnson will hit those three-point shots about 30% of the time. Seguchi fires one off for three. Just a bit offline. Rebound made by Trade Tech. That was Duran with the rebound. Quickly finds Duenas over to Watson. Going up the left side. Breaks past Seguchi. Over to Pritchett. Just a bit short. Rebound made by Watson. Quickly feeds to Johnson. Another second chance for LA Trade. Can't connect and foul on the floor. It's going to go against Miracle Millinghouse. That's her first personal foul, third team foul for East LA. As we get a substitution, back into the game is going to be Asia Harris. She'll come in for Olivia Paramo. And Pritchett will go to the line and shoot two. First attempt is good for Pritchett. As is the second, so 2 for 2 from the free throw line for Anaya Pritchett. Mosley gets it out to Miracle, quickly finds Ramos inside the paint. Nice. Little bank shot layup there for 2. Ramos is really good at making those off-balance little layups and over-the-shoulder shots. Johnson for 2. That's good. Serenity Johnson leads the Northern Division of the South Coast Conference with 21.9 points per game. So she is one of the best scorers in the South Coast Conference, or at least when we're talking the Northern Division. Jump ball on the floor. It's going to go to East LA.
Ball's called. Huskies with possession. Substitution.
32-28 our score. 2 minutes, 9 seconds remaining here in the first half. Ramos will inbound. Here's Mosley. Gets it over to Seguchi, out to Miracle. Goes for the three ball, just a little short. Rebound made by Pritchett. Quickly feeds it to Serenity Johnson. Trade Tech in transition. Johnson goes right, pulls back, pulls one up. Easily in for Serenity Johnson. And Serenity Johnson can absolutely shoot from almost anywhere on the floor. Ramos off balance. No basket, but draws a foul.
Foul charge to LA Trade Tech, number 23, Julieta Duenas.
Foul charge to number 23, Julieta Duenas.
We're almost at the line for East LA.
Third team foul for LA Trade Tech.
Into the game, number 20.
First personal foul for Duenas. Ramos will shoot 2. Just a bit short on the first attempt there for Ramos. Can't connect with the second attempt. Rebound made by Watson. Breaking right. Goes up the middle. Can't connect. Gets her own rebound offline. East LA fighting for the rebound. And it's Tylen Adams. Comes back with it. She'll step out for a long three-shot, airballed into the hands of Mariah Mosley. And a foul against LA Trade Tech. It's going to be a push against number 2, Akila Watson.
Number 2, Akila Watson, her second personal.
That's her second personal foul, fourth team foul for Trade Tech. 1:13 remaining here in the second quarter. And Albert Robles, thank you for joining us here for tonight's doubleheader between East LA and LA Trade Tech for both the women and men's teams in our final regular season home game. And of course, it is sophomore night. Seguchi puts one up just a bit offline to the right side. Ramos gets the rebound. Step back jumper, no good. Harris fighting for the rebound and is fouled. It's knocked out of bounds actually by Trade Tech. So we'll get 20 on the shot clock for East LA as Harris will inbound. Long pass out to Mosley. 15 left on the clock. Harris with the ball from the high post, can't hit the bank shot. Pritchett with the rebound and a foul.
East LA foul called on number 15, Sarah Ramos.
So foul charge to number 15 of East LA, Sarah Ramos. 4th team foul for East LA. 44.9 left here in the second quarter. 2-point game between these two teams. 32-30 our score in favor of East LA. Serenity Johnson with the ball. Take the just pass. Half court. Quick bounce pass over to Ty Adams. Adams breaks right and a travel.
LA Trade Tech called for traveling.
Serwin Haynes over to my right side. Called that one from his perspective.
East LA substitution into the game, number 3, Melanie Ramirez.
Got a substitution for East LA into the game, number 3, Melanie Ramirez. She comes in for Caden Seguchi. 25 left on the shot clock. Ramirez, quick pass over to Harris, almost tripped away by Adams. Mosley goes left to the baseline, back out. So Mosley was trying to pass it out to Harris, but it's just tipped by LA Trade Tech out of bounds. So it'll stay with East LA. 9 seconds on the shot clock for them. Pass out to Mosley, quickly finds Miracle Millinghouse. 5 left on the clock. Floats one up. And that one's no good. East LA basically turned it over to Trade Tech. Serenity Johnson puts one up, but can't beat the buzzer. And that is our score at halftime. 32 East LA, 30 LA Trade Tech. We'll step away for the halftime break. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. I'm Albert Robles, and you're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back for the start of our second half. We are in the third quarter here from the E-Rena located on the campus of East Los Angeles College. I'm Albert Robles bringing you all the action here in tonight's ELAC doubleheader between the Huskies and the Beavers of LA Trade Tech. Women, of course, on the court right now. And what is bound to be a very, very pivotal final conference home game for East LA. East LA 4-2 in the Northern Division of the South Coast Conference. LA Trade Tech 3-3. East LA currently in second place. And of course, LA Trade Tech in third. Final game of the season for East LA will be on the road this Friday against Mount Sac. And that'll, of course, be quite the doozy of the matchup. So East LA, with a win tonight, will pretty much seal second place in the Northern Division. And with their RPI, can pretty much send themselves into the playoffs. Probably won't have the highest of seeding should they make the playoffs, but this team definitely has the potential to make a run. 34-30 our score. Watson with the ball goes left. Trying to head to the baseline, kicks it out to Duenas. Long ball, no good. Into the hands of Miracle Millinghouse. Quickly finds Asia Harris. Serenity Johnson with the steal. Over to Duenas, to Watson. Goes left, pulls up along the perimeter, drives to the baseline, fades away. Basket no good for LA Trade. Derica on the left side. Pass over to Miracle. Derica. There's Melanie Ramirez on the near side wing. And it's stolen away by Pritch, and they quickly find Serenity Johnson. And joining us now here in the second half is, of course, the SID for East LA, the one and only Serwin D. Haynes.
I get a one and only. Thank you. Thank you, Albert. So I'm trying to catch my breath. Had to run from the office up here as Derek Millinghouse goes coast to coast for the lay-in, just about.
They're pretty much working the lane on that one. Gives East LA a 6-point lead. Ties their largest lead of the game at 6. East LA, of course, led by 6 with 5:22 left in the second half. Johnson goes for the 3, can't come up with it. Fighting for the rebounds, East LA. It's knocked out by Serenity Johnson. So it'll stay with East LA.
Huskies got to make sure that they're guarding that three-point line for Trade Tech. That's how Trade Tech got their big lead in the first quarter a couple of weeks ago. They were just, well, it wasn't just the three-point line, but I mean, it was everywhere, but especially the three-point line. Asia Harris gets inside. Good pass there by Melanie Ramirez.
8-point lead for East LA, officially their largest lead of the game. Largest lead for LA Trade Tech was by 3 points with 5:59 in the first. Score has been tied 7 times in the first half and 4 lead changes between these two teams. And you can expect LA Trade Tech to not go down without a fight, knowing what is on the line with tonight's game.
Also, we'll expect that Huskies will have a better rebounding effort tonight than they had a couple weeks ago at Trade Tech.
Yeah, already 30 rebounds on the night for East LA compared to 19 rebounds for East LA.
That was a good step back jumper from Akila Watson. Turnover by the Huskies.
Akila Watson now with 8 points on the night in her effort for her team. Serenity Johnson with 9. And Tylen Adams with 9. All points off the bench for LA Trade Tech come from Tylen Adams.
Find her stats, but yeah, she's tied with the team lead in points right now. Excuse me, at half, she's tied with the team lead with 9 points. Actually on some good shooting, 3 of 6 from the field.
Trade Tech shot a little bit better from the field compared to East LA. Trade Tech shot 37.5 compared to East LA's 33.3.
Now, that you would think, hey, listen, the team that shoots better would be the team that would be ahead. But the Huskies, they're not worried too much about their field goal percentage as long as they can own the boards. But
Miracle hits that one for 3, and that, I think, is a small difference there. In terms of the three-point game, LA Trade Tech shot less than 10% compared to 50% for East LA. So we've hit the three ball a little bit more compared to LA Trade. And with the game being about, the lead that it is, that can easily make up the point differential.
You can. Three ball, especially at the college level. Three ball, well, can't even say the college level anymore because since about a decade ago, particularly with the prevalence of the Splash Brothers, the three-pointer has become just as prominent a weapon in the pro level as it was, or it has been at the college level, and also at the college level. So,
the ball's going to stay with East LA. Harris will inbound, makes the deep pass that's intercepted by Tylen Adams, makes the fast break, and Mosey will foul her and put her to the line.
Defensive foul called on East LA, number 21, Mariah Mosley, her second personal. First team.
so you mentioned briefly the rebounds. Huskies currently with a whopping 37-21 edge on the boards, with 16 offensive rebounds to LA Trade Tech 7. That was not the case a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago on January 31st, in downtown LA at Trade Tech. Huskies had 53 rebounds, but Trade Tech was able to match that with 53 rebounds of their own. And you mentioned Tylen Adams, her production right now. She had 19 points and 18 boards off the bench for the Beavers. As Adams hits the second free throw there.
And Tylen Adams pretty active in the Northern Division here in the South Coast Conference as Mosley drains that one from long range.
She's one that can be very active from downtown. Had a career high a week and a half ago against Long Beach.
Heading into tonight's game, Mosley was ranked second in three-point percentage in the Northern Division of the 3C2A at about 32.1% from beyond the arc. Watson drains that one for 2, 42-38 our score.
She's just feeling it. If you can hit that, especially with having the talent to be able to consistently hit the step-back jumper, create space for yourself when there isn't any.
Derrico works left, kicks it out to her sister Miracle. Out on the perimeter, three ball, just a little long. Olivia Parama has the rebound, floats that one up. Ramos fighting for the rebound, off on Serenity Johnson, so it'll stay with East LA.
Good job there by Ramos to kind of battle for the rebound and knock it off of Trade Tech, as it looks like he's going to have a timeout by Coach Turner.
Yes, we'll step away for the timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching Husky basketball on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back here live on SportsNetUSA.net, the campus of East Los Angeles College for Game 1 of our doubleheader in tonight's final regular season home game for East LA. Women on the floor right now versus the Beavers of LA Trade Tech as Mosley shoots the three ball, goes a little bit long. Adams comes up with the rebound. Running on through her left, in through the lane, and banks it in.
Huskies are going to have to be a little bit more physical with Adams as she's driving into the paint. And she's in the paint. You have to stick her a little harder. She's getting almost whatever she wants right now.
Derek, a little floating pass to Paramo. Little high on the bank shot. Can't come down with it. It's Watson with the rebound. Here's Tylen Adams. Trade Tech doing a little bit of a reset. Adams breaks left. Heads towards the paint. Lays it in.
See, if you're Miracle, you can't let her do that. She just kind of just went right past it. You got to keep your hands out and move. You got to slide your feet. Extend your hands and slide your feet. She didn't do that.
Mosley on the left wing. Kicks it to Ramos.
Thought about the three.
Miracle goes for three. Swish. Just a thing of beauty when Miracle is able to hit those shots. 47-42 with 2:48 left here in the third. Screen provided by Duenas. Adams kicks right. In and out for the long two.
Oh, and a steal. Just almost a steal. Yep.
Was a steal officially by Serenity Johnson, but she can't retain possession and goes out of bounds with it. So back-to-back turnovers. It'll go to East LA.
Huskies going to very well could use someone other than Mosley consistently hit three-pointers. Paramo inside. Gets her own rebound.
Can't come down with a second chance point either.
I'd love for her to work on her shot, particularly in the paint this offseason, because she's got the size to be able to get there and to get a shot off. She just has to worry about her quality of her shot. Just seems off even when she gets to where she would like to go.
Adams goes to the left. Miracle keeping pace, gets the double team treatment.
I see that's
Fall
smart.
back two, can't come down with it. No whistle though.
That was smart because it had Mosley double at the last minute.
Mosley in and out, no good for three. Duenas fights for the rebound, comes down with it. Quickly finds her teammate Serenity Johnson. Johnson goes court to court, Euro step, and it's in.
Good move to elude the defenders. Kind of looked like she was going 1-on-2 there, but she had to pass to the basket.
Mosley guarded by Watson, quickly finds Ramos. Out to Miracle, to Derica.
2-3 right now. There you go.
Nice quick feed there. Good read by Derica to find Ramos on the inside. 5-point lead for East LA. Just over a minute of play left.
You got to keep doing offense. Keep moving your feet. Keep moving. Got to trust for the ball handlers to find you if you're making your cuts.
Almost stolen away by Ramos, recovered by Ty Adams. Johnson has the ball, breaks right, goes to the basket. No basket count, but a foul on the floor. Foul's going to go against Derica. That's her second personal foul, second team foul for East LA.
Johnson's very quick when she's making her move to the basket.
First attempt for Johnson is good.
Kind of roll all the way around the world in the rim before it dropped down.
Yeah, you know, Serenity Johnson has deceptively good speed and really agile for a player of her size because she has some really good height.
Mm-hmm.
And usually, you know, players who are, you know, have that usually don't have the speed, and she is able to really move for those fast breaks. Promo trying to find Ramos on the inside, stolen by a Watson. Feeds it to the wide open Serenity Johnson. She'll easily lay that one in.
Kind of was able to elude Derek Millinghouse, that speed you just mentioned. Huskies are being lazy with their passes. They're telegraphing their passes now, and Tech is just jumping on every pass. Huskies got to use some deception, maybe look off their defenders, make them change eye level.
Adams couldn't stay in bounds, so she turns it over to East LA. 49-48 our score. Slim 1-point lead as Miracle fires that one off to make it 4-point lead. Great 3-point shot for Miracle Millinghouse.
This could be Miracle's best shooting game from distance.
Johnson just offline. .6 seconds left on the clock here in the third quarter of play. Zeros on the board. So after 3 quarters of play, East LA 52, Trade Tech 48. We'll step away momentarily for the break between quarters. I'm Albert Robles at Sir Wendy Haynes. You're watching Husky basketball here on SportsNetUSA.net. We're back for the start of our fourth quarter. You're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. Albert Robles and Sir Wendy Haynes bringing you the action here in tonight's doubleheader. 4-point lead for East LA. Derica to Ramos on the inside, blocked by Akilo Watson. Paramo able to recover the ball. Ramos puts one up for 3, no good. It's a little bit short, gets her own rebound. And no good on the second chance attempt. Almost stolen away by LA Trade, and it's Mosley who comes up with it again. Miracle Millinghouse slowing things up, resetting for East LA. Finds Ramos on the right wing. 12 left on the shot clock. Derica looking for an opening. She finds Miracle from the free throw lines, blocked and stolen away by Kilo Watson. And she takes that one and lays it into the basket. 2-point game for East LA.
You know, Miracle Millhouse has got a couple inches and she's got some length to her. She should have tried to, we'd like to see her try to contest that shot.
Little floater for Ramos, no good.
She was trying to go off glass, but kind of aimed her whole angles out. Barely caught rim, almost all backboard.
It's Ramos' second personal foul, first team foul here in the fourth quarter. And Miracle Millinghouse in double digits in points currently leads East LA with 21 points in her effort, while Serenity Johnson and Ty Adams each have 15 points apiece for LA Trade Tech. And shooting-wise, things have kind of evened out between these two teams overall in the game as Duenas offline. Ramos gets the rebound. East LA shot 50% in the third quarter, going 8 for 16, while Trade Tech was 7 for 18, shooting 38%. So overall for the game, Trade Tech shooting 38% from the field, East LA shooting 37.7%.
Of course, the joke I made a couple weeks ago is the way the Huskies rebound, which they are doing for the most part tonight. That's exactly where they want Trade Tech. There's a couple of points ahead in the field goal percentage department, but taking more shots as we get the third quarter sheet here. Huskies have taken 61 shots compared to 54 Trade. There's a shot there and a number 3.
Derica Millinghouse finding the long ball as well.
Derica joining Miracle, finding a 3-point stroke here in this one.
And, looking at the statistics overall, the real glaring differential where East LA can kind of pick things up and keep Trade Tech in check would be the points off of fast breaks. Fast break points for LA Trade Tech 12 compared to East LA's 2.
And there's another offensive board and pass to Paramo. She's got that banker to fall in, a little floater bank shot there from about 8 feet in. Huskies with the 57-52 lead with 7:19 left.
Watson breaks to the right from the high post, in and out, into the hands of Ramos. Quickly over to Derica, working the left side. From the baseline, draws a foul.
Was it a foul? I think it was just a block.
Probably knocked out of bounds.
No
knocked out of bounds, so no foul on the floor, but it'll stay with East LA. 22 left on the shot clock. 7 minutes left on the game clock. We got a pair of substitutions here for Trade Tech. Zaya Rosales and Valeria Durin in on the floor for Trade Tech. Deep pass from Ramos to Mosley. Stolen away by Ty Adams. Mosley plays catch-up and fouls her.
Good foul in terms of being able to catch up to her and hit her, and to not hit her. When you foul at a fast break, at least you want to do is stop the player from being able to convert the lay-in. We break up their momentum, break up their motion. So the first thing you want to do is foul on a fast break, and then the shot drops in for the and one attempt. So good foul there to break up a fast break, make her earn it at the line.
I said a moment ago, Trade Tech with 12 fast break points in the game. That's really the only glaring differential in terms of the points on the floor for Trade Tech and East LA. So if they kind of limit that, they can kind of at least maintain a salvageable lead.
Yeah, you want the Huskies to do a little. I mean, not too bad on the turnovers, 11 turnovers to 8. But again, we've noticed that Trade Tech is jumping the passing lanes. There's an offensive rebound by Trade, so they get the reset.
Oh, Rosales with the rebound. Quickly feeds it to Adams to Watson. And now here's Serenity Johnson. Works the lane. No travel called. So the refs kind of missed that one.
Got a foul called on the Huskies on the rebound? Looks like the Huskies got a. I'm going to say it was knocked out, but knocked out of bounds by the Huskies. Okay.
And knocked out of bounds by East LA, so it'll stay with Trade Tech. 20 left on the shot clock for them. Johnson will inbound. Almost stolen by Miracle. Here's Duran on the right wing. Out to Watson, guarded by Mosley. Watson breaks right, stays on the outside, drives into the lane, feeds it in to Rosales for 2.
I feel like Paramo backed off a little too soon on her drop coverage there defensively. Didn't communicate the coverage to the cutting player.
Mosley on the baseline, banks it in.
Cutting, that's a nice cut baseline, drive baseline. 30-second timeout looks like called by
timeout on the floor called by head coach Bruce Turner. So we'll step away for just a moment. I'm Albert Robles. He's Servin D. Haynes. You're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net.
guy in the brown sweater right there. That's my boy.
So we're back for the remainder of the fourth quarter off the East LA timeout. 59-55 our score. Just under 6 minutes remaining. Ty Adams able to get the off-balance bank shot for 2. Still in transition. Mosley plants. Long ball for 3 is good.
Coach Turner's one of his philosophies is be open, shoot it. So he does not discourage his players from shooting if they feel like they're open. They always have the green light.
And Johnson sinks one in on the other end off the fast break. 62-59 our score.
Yeah, she's had the green light driving to the basket most of this evening.
If I had a player like Serenity Johnson on my squad, I'd be, hey, if it's in your hand, you're driving it in. Do what you got to do. Derica in the face of Serenity Johnson for 3. Going to force a timeout for LA Trade Tech. 65-59 our score. 5 minutes, 9 seconds remaining. Really tight game.
Tight game. I really have to ask where this shooting was for three-point shooting's been for the both sisters Millinghouse. They got to go back and check their three-point shooting for the season, but usually we have not seen them shoot this well at any point this season. I have to go look that up.
Yeah, the sisters Millinghouse have definitely been on fire on the floor. And, of course, tonight it's really been all Miracle. Pretty much the highest scoring game I've seen her play all season. And, of course, Derica and Miracle, one of the 5 sophomores here on sophomore night. Watson goes left, out to Johnson for 3, in and out, recovered by Rosales, and it turns it over to East LA. It's stolen by Derica. Little feeding pass to Ramos for 2.
Nice placement on the pass by Millinghouse. Didn't pass it a moment too late. Ramos was still in step, driving to the basket.
Adams off balance for 2.
Huskies have not been able to keep her out of the paint. Keep her from going wherever she wants on the floor tonight. Nice inside pass to Ramos from Ramos.
It's definitely one design play that's been catching Trade Tech off guard.
Trade Tech just answers by driving inside. The Huskies need to short that interior defense. They don't have Harris out there to man the paint right now.
Ramos for 3, a little long.
Kind of catapult shot
Derica
there.
fighting for the rebound. She stays in bounds on the baseline. Mosley sets up for 3, in and out. Derica, another second chance, banks it in, count it, and 1.
Like the running
foul's going to go against Ty Adams.
Look, the back and forth. Tech seemed a little flat on their feet as Huskies were able to get a couple easy offensive rebounds, and they get fouled on the putback. And it's Derica at the line for the and 1. As we were talking, just as we were saying that, Trade Tech makes a couple of substitutions. The coach is seeing the same thing we're seeing.
Anaya Pritchett into the game for LA Trade Tech, as well as Robin Raphael. Adams gets the rebound. Derica trying to apply the pressure, but Absor rather, is just way too fast. Fouled on the floor by Olivia Paramo.
Again, not all fouls are bad fouls, especially the way that Adams has been able to get wherever she wants on the court, especially driving into the lane. So not a bad foul. See if she can continue to make it, to earn it from the line. She was 5 of 5 going into the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 3:50 remaining on the game clock. 71-64 now our score. 3 team fouls for East LA, so they still have a few fouls to give before they start reaching the bonus territory.
6 of 7 now. 6 of 8 from the line.
So an unfortunate miss for Ty Adams, but she's still been one of the more aggressive players for Trade Tech. Mosley sets up. I think that would have been a long 2 as her toe looked on the line to me. but fell on the floor. Derica will go to the line. She'll shoot 2. Foul was made by Ty Adams. That's a third team foul for Trade Tech.
Again, another offensive rebound for ELAC.
Let's go, Black.
No, Coach Turner told me earlier this season that his frenetic style that he encourages players to play, there's a lot more method to the madness. And one of them it has to deal with the games, turning the games into an endurance test.
So Derica goes 2 for 2 in her trip to the free throw line. 73-64 our score, so just a 7-point lead for East LA. As we got a push called.
On Derica.
Charge number 5, Derica Millinghouse, her third personal, 4th team foul.
So if the Huskies continue to run as a pack and continue to go up and down the floor, we've seen signs that Trade Tech's starting to get a little flat-footed, particularly defensively. A good crossover there by Adams. She's hacked.
Draws a foul, no basket, but she'll go to the line for 2.
East LA foul number 31, Olivia Perrano.
Looks like an elite dribble penetration that Adams has. She's able to get wherever she wants, has the quickness and speed, control the ball.
You might have to come up for that steal.
She's going for her free throws, number 10 and 11 here. And she misses that. It's two
Adams
straight
with a
misses.
miss, and you can see like with her X, I was like, not another.
But again, is Trade Tech starting to get a little tired? And now she's missing free throws. The Huskies are getting offensive rebounds. These are the things at this time of the game. That free throw is good.
And with the level of physicality and aggressiveness that Ty Adams plays with, like she's been super active off the bench for LA Trade Tech. So what's surprising if she's a little winded, not exhausted, but just just a little winded.
Huskies need to kind of force out one. Good defense.
Mosley
there
with
by
the rebound off the miss from Adams. Breaks left, goes to the baseline, blocked out of bounds by Watson.
Ramos was trying to run with her, but Mosley didn't quite have the passing angle as she was on the run. So the Huskies will inbound under Trade Tech's bench, right under their basket.
There's Miracle Millinghouse, gets it to Derica. Miracle to Derica. She's on the near side corner, floats one out to Ramos on the outside, drives it into the lane. Little runner, no good on a charging foul.
Ooh.
Called on Ramos.
I want to know if I guess the defender did not have a foot in the restricted area. Kind of went up for the runner. Don't roughly watch for that especially when you lift your knee up on that runner. If that knee lands into the center of the defender. Unless you're squarely in the restricted zone, the referees, there's a good opportunity you're going to get a call for a charge or offensive foul.
Here's Adams, guarded by Seguchi.
2:37 on the clock.
Force the off-balance effort by Adams, so she gets fouled.
It looks like Mosley pushed Seguchi into Adams there. But obviously, when you have the lead late, you don't want to continue to put the team that's behind on the line.
That foul charged to Seguchi. That is her second personal foul, 5th team foul for East LA.
Adams hits the first. We got 73-67, 2:36 left, so still a lot of time given the score. Second free throw is good. Adams seems to have regained her form.
A much better effort there for Tylen Adams. Goes 2 for 2 there. Quickly guarding Mosley. Paramo goes to the baseline. Off balance, 2, no good. Johnson fights for the rebound. She has it.
Would have liked to see her
Quick
pull that
pass
out.
to Watson. Can't connect. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it back out to Ty Adams.
Give her some
Thought
space.
about the 3. Trying to fake Ramos out. She'll shoot one out. No good. Paramo with the rebound.
Oh, bad pass.
Bad pass, but a good recovery there by Seguchi. She's taken hard to the floor
And no call. It
by
looks
Robin
like,
Raphael.
looks like
That
Trade
was absolutely a foul.
Yeah, that was kind of blatant there, but instead they give the ball to Trade Tech. And Coach Turner's all the way. He's saying I heard the
And
call timeout.
Turner's arguing a call timeout. Referee encouraging Turner to go back to his box.
He's upset because we did hear him call timeout. You know, the referees always want to see if the player has possession. It looked like for a moment that
Seguchi absolutely had possession of the ball.
he gets his timeout, but
Coach Turner's
not when he
officially
wants
ruled
it.
his timeout, yeah.
Not how he wanted it because he's trying to get it with possession of the ball.
So an unfortunate call does not go exactly Turner's way, but we'll step away for a moment. You're watching Husky basketball on SportsNetUSA.net. We're back off the East LA timeout. It's Trade Tech ball.
Really
Johnson
shouldn't be, but
feeds it
is.
to Watson. Sorry, to Adams, out to Pritchett. Back over to Johnson, and a travel. So a good quick call there.
The referees are always quick to watch and see if the player makes their move with the ball before putting it down, and particularly watching them, they shuffle their feet. And a lot of times players do when they feel like they're trying to fake left and go right, or fake right and go left. They forget to put the ball down before they move their pivot. And that's where a lot of times you'll see that travel call made.
Melanie Ramirez and Asia Harris back in the game for East LA for this last 2 minutes of play. Harris tries to find Ramos, stolen away by Serenity Johnson. She'll just head to Ramos one-on-one, and a foul's called. It's going to go against Asia Harris. She goes hard to the floor, has not yet gotten up.
East LA foul call on number 34, Asia Harris, her second personal.
Okay.
LA Trade Tech in the
And she just needed a moment to collect herself, but she's walking around.
Harris is up, walking around. She seems good. Probably just needed that little extra minute to just be like, take a deep sigh into the floor and be like,
Especially after that turnover where it looked like none of the guards, Husky guards, were able to flash, like give her a passing lane there. First free throw good for Johnson. She's second leading scorer for the game, second leading scorer for Trade Tech at now 22 points. Second free throw rimmed out. Huskies not being sure-handed, and Ramos lost the rebound out of bounds. It'll be Trade Tech ball.
73-68 our score, 150 remaining. Harris officially subbed out in favor of Miracle Millinghouse.
It's interesting, there's a quick hook there for
Rob
Harris.
just want to be show that extra precaution, knowing that she went hard to the floor on the previous possession.
Trade Tech turns the ball over as they knock the ball out of bounds. Couldn't save it in time. Game's kind of stagnated a little bit in this past minute. Oh, another
Derek
steal.
stolen away by Kilo Watson.
And a
Almost
foul.
blocked by Derek, but a foul is called.
Ball looked like it might have was hanging on the rim.
It looked
for a
like she
second.
just got a hand on it, but not enough to deflect it off a trajectory.
And the ball kind of bounced for a second on the rim. Thought maybe a chance to drop in. That would have been disastrous for ELAC.
But Watson will go to the line for two.
Have the Huskies been able to put a shot up offensively in this past minute plus? I don't recall.
It doesn't feel like it.
No, it doesn't. Like they have trouble getting into the offensive set here.
So Watson can't come down with either of her 2 free throws. Ramos with the rebound, quickly finds Mosley. East LA trying to advance the ball, knocked out of bounds. They're going to say that it was off East LA, so Trade Tech now has possession.
I think you gotta find a way. I think maybe Trade Tech knows this, but the best ball handler for the Huskies is Derrica Millinghouse. Miracle with a close second. That ball's lost, and it'll stay.
They're going to say it's with LA Trade Tech. Looks like Derrica just knocked it out of bounds.
Huskies guard has got to take better care of the ball here.
Here's Adams, guarded by Mosley. Breaks right, runs into the screen of Ramos. Off balance, stripped away, out of bounds.
Good job there.
Going to say it's Trade Tech's ball.
Yeah, good job. She knocked the ball out. Adams has been so dangerous driving to the basket, so good job for Mosley staying with her.
1:06 remaining. Johnson will inbound. Mosley fouls. Trying to go up to take away the ball, feeding to Adams.
Easily foul called number 21, Mariah Mosley, her 4th personal.
That's her 4th personal foul, so she's in foul trouble here with just a minute left.
Kind of have to go with it. Like you said, there's only a minute left, so you need her shooting. You need another guard on the floor, even though Trade Tech's been able to pressure her ball handling skills here late. First free throw, out and back in. So still 2-possession game for here as Huskies have a 73-69 lead, 1:05 left. Yeah, we mentioned it. Huskies have not been able to get a shot off in this past minute plus due to the defensive pressure by Trade Tech. Second free throw is good. 73-70 lead for ELAC.
Derek with the ball, gets it to Ramos. Need to advance. 26 left on the shot clock. Turned over. Adams recovers. In the paint, floats one up, in and out. East LA fighting for the rebound. They have it. And a timeout called by head coach Bruce Turner. And a great time to call that timeout.
Yeah, it's a great timeout. Huskies just cannot get the ball up court against this half-court pressure, this trap that Trade Tech has employed the past couple of minutes.
So we'll step away for just a moment for the ELAC timeout. You're watching Husky basketball on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back off the East LA timeout. 50 seconds remaining. East LA ball. Able to advance it off the timeout. Miracle Millinghouse has it. Gets it to Mariah Mosley. Quickly feeds it to Derrica. Game clock slowly winding down. Just under 40 remaining. 15 on the shot clock for East LA. Only a 3-point game. And East LA really trying to slow the possession and play the possession. Derrica to Mosley. Fakes a three. Runs up. Draws a foul. No basket, but she'll go to line and shoot 2. And these free throws will be critical for East LA.
Mosley fouls on the shot. Foul called on LA Trade Tech number 4.
I like that motion that Derrica Millinghouse usually in a situation where you see her trying to take it all the way to the basket herself, but she was able to pass off to Mosley. Mosley got the angle. She got the angle baseline to squeeze a shot off. First free throw is good. It's an important one.
4-point game for East LA.
2 possessions now, especially with the shot clock turned off. We talked earlier how important this game is for the Huskies. Second free throw is good.
Now a 5-point game and definitely an absolute 2-score difference for LA Trade. Timeout on the floor. So LA Trade Tech gonna need a miracle possession-wise and scoring-wise to have a chance here against East LA with 21.6 left on the clock.
You know, I'm the homer. I wouldn't. Hey, we've seen crazier things happen. You know, because let's say, for example, Trade Tech gets inbounds the ball, and within 5 seconds they hit a three, right? And we've seen them the way they've been trapping the Huskies. That full court trap is very effective against ELAC. So a made shot, a turnover, and now you're talking about Trade Tech with the opportunity to tie the game. If they hit a three and then get a turnover, you have a chance to tie or take the lead late. So really, if you're the Huskies, it's about being able to defend the inbound. You want to defend without fouling. Even though fouling may not be the worst thing in the world, but you really don't want to foul. You don't want to stop you don't want to have them score with the clock stop. You want to just defend the passing lanes and stay in front of your man. That's probably the best thing they can do. Defend the passing lane, stay in front of your man, and don't let them score too quickly because you know that's what they're going to be looking for.
And, you know, like the three ball is always something to be considered, but with where the score is and how they've done tonight, honestly, I don't think you really need to worry about the three ball all too much for Trade Tech. They've hit 1 of 17 all night for three. The odds are in your favor. It's something to consider, but I don't think it's one thing you need to focus on. Just kind of keep it in the back of the mind, just knowing it's there, but probably not the option that they're going to roll with as Johnson fires one off for three just offline into the hands of Paramo. So I'm just going to eat crow there for a little bit.
I think the situation is looks like Melanie Ramirez is fouled with 11.2 seconds left. I think the situation, despite the sparsity of the three-point shooting for Trade Tech, the situation probably called for it. You had to take a quick shot. If they weren't going to get able to drive quickly into the paint, you basically would had to take a three before a shot from the outside.
The thing is, like, they probably could have gone to the paint, knowing that Serenity Johnson, she's easily the best player on the floor between these two teams who can do that. And to me, that is the play you actually make, knowing, oh, it's probably going to go to the hands of Johnson, which it did. But if I were her, I probably would have drawn it in, try to make the basket, but also draw the foul, try to get that three-point play, and then do the full court press, try to create a turnover, and then go for the two thereafter.
Well, it's going to be a moot point now because the Huskies got a 7-point lead at 3 possessions with 11.2 seconds left. It looks like the Huskies going to hang on and get this important win. Looks like Trade Tech will take a full timeout. So as we mentioned earlier, important for the Huskies to secure second place going into Friday at Mount Sac. Obviously, Mount Sac will be favored. They handled the Huskies pretty easily a few weeks ago here at the E-Rena. And, Mount Sac, they're the better team this year. They're definitely a better team this year, and they've shown that. So you don't want to take your chance to have your playoff chances hinging on that game. So you take care of business tonight. The Huskies are 11.2 seconds away, rather, from doing that.
Absolutely. And, of course, like I said, they'll go on the road, face Mount Sac. Pretty much will have second place locked up with this win here tonight. And then next week, Wednesday, it's the first round of the SoCal Regional Playoffs. And we'll see, I believe, come Monday. I think
probably Sunday. I think in years past, usually Sunday evening, they release the brackets.
Usually, yeah, you're right. 3-point shot offline for Watson.
And was a foul
as
call?
Paramo gets the rebound. Foul on the floor.
Thought maybe it'd be a jump ball, but instead they called foul on Robin Raphael. So Paramo will go to the line. Again, it's all pretty much academic now. 5.2 seconds left. Huskies with a 77-70 lead. As we see the men for both teams get ready. Schools get ready as they'll come on. They'll start playing in about 20 minutes after the final buzzer here.
And for those of you playing bingo at home, you can mark that one off for Sir Wendy Haynes saying it's all academic.
Probably. Free throw missed, and just kind of unnecessary foul there. You should have. So I guess Trade Tech decided call timeout with 8-point deficit with 3 seconds left.
Sure. You have it.
We've seen that a few times where the game was decided and the team that's down hopelessly, it calls timeout, and it's like, okay.
Just kind of want those moral points.
I guess, like, you know, maybe we're not close enough to ear hustle on the Trade Tech huddle, as there are 2 all left. But
I will say it's a much quieter huddle with 3 seconds left on the clock compared to some of the earlier timeouts that I heard Trade Tech calling. Very verbal, to say the least, in those huddles from LA Trade Tech.
3 seconds. Trade Tech to inbound. 2, 1.
Johnson for 3, blocked by Derica Millinghouse. Zeros on the board. Final score, Huskies 78, Beavers 70, and East LA will move to 5-2 in the Northern Division of the South Coast Conference. That will have second place locked up as they head to Mount Sac on Friday.
5-2 in conference, 15-11 overall. So just from a number standpoint, definitely a better season than last year. And remember, they made the playoffs last year with a sub-500 record and hosted a first-round game because of the strength of their RPI. Last time we checked last week, RPI was about top 20 in the SoCal region, which seems to matter a little bit more. It matters a lot for both men and women's basketball, but it seems a lot matter a little bit more for the women than it does the men. So, I mean, the team's feeling pretty good about making the playoffs, and they did what they needed to do tonight.
Absolutely. So that's going to do it for this one for us here tonight. But in about 20 minutes on another stream, so keep an eye on the channel. Be sure to like and subscribe, of course. You're watching Husky basketball here on SportsNetUSA.net, and in 20 minutes, it'll be the men's turn to take on the Beavers of LA Trade Tech. Thank you for watching. We'll be back.